What's up guys? So in today's video, what we're going to discuss and break down is how exactly to set up Instagram ads in 2019. So from start to finish, whether you know nothing about Instagram ads or if you run some ads but just not had success, we're going to break down exactly what you need to know. I'm going to go into my computer in a few seconds and show you guys how to do that. Alright guys, so the very first thing that you need to do in order to advertise on Instagram is to have an Instagram business profile. Now, it's not enough to just have a standard personal profile that maybe you're used to having. You need to actually have a business entity on Instagram. Now, this is extremely easy and simple to do. So in order to do this, all you need to do is you need to go onto Instagram. Then you need to just click on the settings part of your profile. Then you want to go into settings. Then, as you can see here, you just go to account. Then you go to the bottom of that and click on switch to business profile. Then next, you're just going to do the right things to link your Facebook profile to your Instagram account. Once you do that, you are going to be able to advertise on Instagram. And once you've linked your Facebook, it's going to guide you through these steps to link your Facebook account to your Instagram. It's going to allow you to bring your Instagram account into your Facebook business manager, as you can see here. So if we go into the business settings, because I've changed my Instagram profile into a business account. When I come into my business manager profile, which you should understand how to use. If you don't understand how to use the business manager, you want to just use the iCard, which I'm going to pop up above here. Then you can understand how to utilize the business manager where you do your advertising from. If you didn't know already, yes, Instagram is owned by Facebook, so everything that you do with Instagram ads is going to be through the Facebook ad platform. Hence, the need for you to switch your Instagram account into a business profile and then link it to Facebook. So now that I've linked the account, when I come into my business manager page and click on Instagram accounts here, as you can see, the Instagram account that I just linked has shown up in the business manager here, meaning we can now advertise using this page on Instagram. Alright, so now that we've linked the Instagram profile to Facebook and we can now utilize the Facebook Business Manager to advertise on that Instagram page, what you want to do is you want to come into your Facebook Ads Manager as just how you do for Facebook ads. Same platform, you just want to come inside here, and the only difference is we're going to choose Instagram placements instead of Facebook placements. So Facebook gives you the opportunity to choose between whether you want to advertise on the Facebook newsfeed, you want to advertise in Facebook Messenger, Instagram newsfeed, Instagram stories, audience network. Facebook gives you all those options because those are placements available to advertise on from the Facebook Business Manager. So the only difference from advertising on Facebook, again, if you don't know how to advertise specifically on Facebook placements, again, I'll populate an iCard somewhere up here that you can use to understand exactly how to advertise for Facebook. But keeping it on Instagram, what you want to do is you want to click here on create inside the ads manager, and then you want to choose basically the right objective that you want to get with that campaign. So again, you need to have an objective of every ad campaign that you're running, whether you want to get conversions, whether you want to get traffic to a specific website, whether you want to get video views on a specific video, or you want to just get engagement, people to like, share, comment, and so on. You want to choose whichever matches to that objective that you want to do. So for this example, I'm going to choose traffic, meaning that we want to get people to go to a specific landing page, a specific website. We want to get people on Instagram to go there. Whether it's, again, you've got an e-commerce store, you can use it to send people onto your e-commerce store. Whether you're a local business running a specific offer and you've got a landing page available, you want to use this traffic objective. So I click on traffic here, and maybe I'm just going to call this Instagram test. And then you press on continue. Okay, so now we've chosen the objective of our campaign. The next thing is setting the ad set, which is the ad set is pretty much who we're going to target, how much we want to spend to target those people, and where exactly the placements are that we're going to choose, as well as setting our specific budget. So here, again, inside the ad set, maybe you can call this, you want to name your ad set so you know in the future what sort of groups you're targeting and what difference this ad set has from other audiences that you may be targeting. So I'm going to call this, let's say, Florida 18 plus Instagram. So for the future, whenever I go back into my ad sets, I can understand exactly who this is that I'm targeting. So the main thing that you want to do to advertise on Instagram is you want to come into edit placement here. Now edit placements here is going to allow you to choose exactly where this is going to be seen. So I come into edit placements here, and then as you can see here, Facebook has so many different types of placements that you can have. Obviously this is for Instagram, so we're going to deselect automatically all the Facebook placements. And again, it says to use audience network, please select the Facebook's feed placement. Now we don't want to use audience network, so we're going to deselect this as well. Messenger as well, obviously that's not Instagram, so we also deselect this and we can leave Instagram here. Now as a side note, which we'll talk about in a second, there are there's differences between the Facebook feed and the Facebook story. So if you just look on the side here, it should tell you exactly what we are targeting. But just for you to know, the Facebook feed has a limit in terms of how long a video you can use. The limit on Instagram feeds is 60 seconds, but on Instagram stories it's 15 seconds. So if you know you have a video that is maybe 45 seconds, it's a minute and a half, firstly you need to cut that size down, and then you need to know which creative you're going to be using, either for the Facebook story, which you can see on the right hand side here, or for the Facebook feed, which you can see here. So if you're using a video, you want to make sure that creative matches to the placement that you're choosing. So what I often like to do is I actually split the Facebook feed and Facebook story, meaning I have perhaps a 60-second video or 59-second video on the Facebook feed that I advertise, and then I cut that down into a 15-second portion of that video, which I can then utilize for Facebook stories, and I run these in separate ad sets or separate campaigns. So again, say we're just going to run this on the Facebook feed. So we want to deselect Facebook stories, and meaning, as you can see on the right hand side here, this is going to show up on the Facebook feed of the people that we're targeting. So we choose Facebook feed here, which we need to make sure that the dimensions are the best thing to do on Facebook is to the best thing to do on Instagram is choose a dimensions that are vertical. So as you can see here on the Facebook feed, it's pretty much the real estate or the space it takes up is going to give more space to somebody who has a vertical video. So you want to use, and again, I'll throw up the specific dimensions on screen here so you can understand exactly which dimensions to use when setting up a Instagram video to take up the most real estate and to get better results. Now with Facebook stories, also the specific dimensions that you want to utilize with that to make sure you get the best results and it looks the best on the Facebook stories placement. So for this example, we'll just choose the feeds, and then what you can also do is you can choose between whether people are using all mobile devices, only iOS, Android devices, and so on. You can also choose between if people are on mobile or desktop. I mean, most of your traffic for Instagram is going to come on mobile anyway. It's specifically really a mobile-based platform, but you can access it from a browser as well. So maybe 1 or 2% or 5% of people might access it on the browser. So you can leave this open for now. And of course, as you can see here, Facebook tells you the potential reach for the budget that you have, the reach on a daily basis that you will get from your budget, and the amount of link clicks that you can expect, and also how specific or how broad the audience is. Now, in terms of the audience size, you want to keep this typically you want to keep it between, say, a million and 5 million, depending on which product you're having. If you're a local business, perhaps that will be lower, obviously, because you're in a specific region or specific area. So that might be maybe 200,000, 100,000. If you're targeting to a local business, that is completely fine. And then you want to make sure that this is not too specific or your costs will be high. You want to keep this not too broad as well, especially if you got no data. Maybe keep it around this mark. So again, let's just show you the targeting. We said we're going to choose Florida, so you can just come in here and choose Florida. Choose Orlando, Florida, let's say. You can include certain places. You can drop a pin wherever you want. You can choose whether you want to advertise to men, women, and so on. Let's say we're going to advertise to 21 plus. So let's actually change this name of what we named it to 21 plus. Say we want to advertise to just women. We're going to choose this here, woman. And then you can also add in some more detailed targeting. As you can see, this is pretty specific, so we don't want it to be so specific. So we're going to keep it to all, keep it to increase the radius to people around Orlando, Florida. Let's keep it to 40 kilometers. What you can see is this is 1 million people. So again, if we're choosing this should be pretty good. You can also use the language and choose English. So you want to narrow in on who specifically you think might be the best fit to take action on the specific product or service that you have. If you're a real estate agent, if you are a local business, you can do that very easily. So again, you can also add in some detailed targeting. Say we are targeting people to come to Disney. We're advertising for Disney studios in Florida. So you want to come here and choose people who like Disney, because obviously people who like Disney will be a great fit for people who are going to come to Disneyland. So we choose Walt Disney Company, and Facebook is going to give us suggestions here as well, and that are similar to what we just chose. So we can choose Walt Disney here, we can choose Disneyland, and then as you're doing this, it's also going to update the audience size here and the estimated results that you can get on a daily basis. So as you can see, this has changed from 1 million to 680,000 people. We can sort of leave it at this. You typically don't want to check this box. I never check this expand interest box. If you do, this will change this here, but I normally just leave it like this, which you want to do as well. Then you can choose to save this audience if you want to utilize it again in the future. If not, just leave it like this. Again, this is the main thing to make sure that the Instagram feed has been selected. Then now we're going to choose the budget, where you can choose between a lifetime budget, which is basically if you've got a specific budget, say $100 that you want to spend on Facebook, you just choose a lifetime budget, when you want it to start, when you want it to end, and Facebook is going to spend that budget in that time frame for you. But what you usually will want to do, if you want to advertise properly, which again, this is how I advertise and most of my partners and so on advertise, is using a daily budget. And say you can start off with a $10 daily budget. Facebook will tell you what sort of reach and how many link clicks you can estimate with that budget. And then it will also tell you, you want to set this on run ad set continuously, and it'll tell you how much you'll spend per week. So you're not going to spend more than $70 per week with a ad budget of $10. Now sometimes Facebook will spend a bit less than these $70, but they'll never spend above what you've set. So you can also optimize for certain things. So link clicks, the difference between link clicks and landing page views is link clicks is Facebook will charge you when somebody has clicked on your link, but not necessarily when they've waited to load and sort of register on your landing page. So sometimes, for example, somebody will click on your link, but their connection isn't good, so perhaps they're not able to load your site and they quit. So in that case, if you're optimizing for landing page views, Facebook won't charge you. But if you are optimizing for link clicks, that is when they're going to charge you. That is the specific difference, or they'll optimize for that. Sorry. So you can choose when you charge here, but this is choosing how exactly you're going to optimize, whether you want Facebook to choose people who are most likely to click, or if you're going to find people who are most likely to to load up the landing page and actually complete the action. So once this is done, this is the ad set done. You've chosen the specific placement that you want on Facebook. You've chosen the ad set and so on. Then you are now going to be able to press continue and choose the actual identity of the ad. Just as a side note, you can also come to this page on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/business ads guide image Instagram store Instagram, or you can just again Google Facebook placements, Facebook Instagram placements, and it's going to give you these specific sort of requirements that you need to have for an Instagram story. For example, it needs to be an image ratio of 9:16 or 16:9 or 4.5. It's got to have less than 20% text if you really want to have the most reach possible, and then it has to be 15 seconds duration, maximum 15 seconds. For Instagram feed, you can change it here, and it's going to tell you exactly which recommendation that Facebook allow you to have for a Facebook feed. So make sure when you are uploading your creative, you actually have the right sort of dimensions and length as well for your ad. Okay, so what you can see here is we're about to advertise. Now that we've chosen our objective on Instagram, we've chosen what we want Facebook to give us. We've chosen the budgets, we've chosen the placement to make sure that it is running on Instagram, and we've also chosen the audience that we want to target. Now we can actually set up the ads. As you can see here, okay, we want to name this maybe ad 1. As you can see, it's got the page that we're going to be advertising from. You can choose to advertise directly from a Facebook page if you don't have an Instagram account linked. So in that case, Facebook is just going to show your Facebook page on Instagram, but that's going to mean nobody can click onto your Instagram account from there if you just choose a Facebook page. Now, if you want people to be able to click onto your Instagram account when they see your ad on Facebook, you want to make sure you choose an Instagram page here that you've linked to the account. So as you can see, we've got one linked here, so we can do that. Then you can choose your format and how you like to structure the ad, whether it's a single image or video or it's a carousel. So we like to use typically these two, a single image or video, or a carousel that can work well, which is a collection of numerous videos or images. So for example, if you are showcasing your restaurant, you might want to show an Instagram carousel ad with different meals that you have in your restaurant, as well as the location and so on, and you can show different benefits with a carousel ad. Then you can show with a single image. So that is the difference between single image and carousel image. So let's say we've chosen a single image or video. Then we want to come into here to upload the actual image that we're going to use, or the actual video. So here we click on upload images. Then you can upload directly from your computer, or you can browse your library if you've already used a specific image. So I'm going to come here to choose some images that we've already used on this page, and we're going to use that to advertise in this example. So let's wait for this to load. Alright, so once we've waited for the images to load that we've already advertised on our page, we can then click on one of the image, choose to upload that image, and you're going to see it populate over here. So give it a few seconds and you see, okay, this is how this is going to appear on the Instagram feed. Now let's say we want to send them to a specific website. I've got some websites already here, so for this example I'll just choose this website. Obviously this is not the right website I want to link here, but let's just choose this. Then with your text you can say this is for a nightclub that we're advertising for, so we can just say ready to spice up your Friday nights. We're doing a special promo this weekend and offering free drinks to the first 99 people. Click the learn more button above and find out more. So we can add in some emojis as well. These tend to do well, so you can just press Control, Command, and Spacebar on if you're using a MacBook. If you're not using a MacBook, just Google and it will pull up some emojis that you can use. Emojis typically perform well on Facebook ads. So let's do this. Maybe let's choose a dancing girl for the emoji, since this is a nightclub, and then you can see how this is going to appear in the feed. Ready to spice up your Friday nights. We're doing a special promo this weekend and offering free drinks to the first 99 people. Click the learn more button above to find out more. Then you can change the call to action button if you want. Get showtime, get quote, download, apply now. But for this, we're going to leave the learn more button. And now that we've done all this, make sure that it's also linked to your Pixel if you want to track anything. And then all you need to do is you need to just press confirm. Facebook is going to make sure you fit all the criteria, you're not breaking any guidelines, and then Facebook is going to accept your ad, and then it should be running on Facebook. So that is pretty much how to set up your Instagram ads. Alright, so that is pretty much an in-depth look of how to set up from A to Z your Instagram ads using the Facebook Business Manager. First, making sure that you have an Instagram profile that is a business profile, linking that to your Facebook, then going to the Business Manager and setting up your ads from there, making sure that when you're choosing your ad set, you actually specify the specific Instagram placements that you want and deselect the rest. Also make sure that the creatives that you're using are specific to the Facebook to the Instagram feed, so they under 60 seconds, and they also have a vertical dimensions. If you're using an Instagram story, make sure it's under 15 seconds and make sure that it also has the dimensions that you want, the even more vertical placement that people have on an Instagram story. So hope you guys found that tutorial helpful. Hope you can start implementing, most importantly, in setting up ads for yourself. Again, if this was your first video you watch on this channel, my name is Henry. I've spent tens of thousands just in Instagram and Facebook ads in the last few months alone, and far more than that over the last couple of years. So if you want daily tips and tricks on how to get more out of your Instagram, Facebook ads, how to advertise your business better and get more leads and customers, then you want to, or I do invite you to subscribe to the channel if you do like the content and feel you'll benefit. Leave me a like if you just feel generous today, and if you would like to get more personalized help for your Instagram or Facebook ads, there's a chance to book a free strategy session with myself. Should be a link somewhere below here, completely free. So book that if you'd like to speak more with me, and if not, keep enjoying the content. I'll include some playlists on Instagram ads so you can continue learning a bit more about Instagram ads if there's anything we didn't cover in this video, and if not, I will see you on the next videos.
It's Kelpie Vibes.